A very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Soprano Rehearsal Week 8. It's great to see you all, and a very, very good evening. I've just seen we're being joined tonight. Jane is here for the first time for her first live rehearsal. Welcome, Jane, and a huge welcome to all of you, and particularly a warm welcome back to our very own dear Mr. Mark Strawn. Hi, Mark. It's great to see you. Well, you can see me, I can't see you. No change there, but I hope you've had a great week and a bit. We've missed you. I'm just going to check my sound's working. Sounds all right to me. Good, good, good. I'm just going to do my sound checks, everybody. You know the drill. If you're listening in on headphones or you've got your speakers turned up, just watch out in case this is a bit on the loud side. Maybe nudge it down just for a little bit while I check my piano. Some quite strident music ahead. There somewhere. Okay, piano's sounding reasonable apart from the pianist. Let's have a bit of recording. This one is a loud one. Watch out, folks. That's sounding all right to me. Hope that's all sounding okay to all of you. Fabulous. Oh, Mark is asking, new camera bench. See, Mark, this is what happens when you miss rehearsals. Yes, welcome, Mark, and everybody else, to Studio 4.0. This I was talking about this yesterday, for those of you who are here. I spent the weekend plugging in a whole load of stuff that's arrived. I've got a new desk here, which has been on order since the summer school. And I've put everything where I can get it. I've got a window here, which is great, aside from the fact that we decided to do these broadcasts at 5 p.m. And of course what's happening is the sun is going down as I speak. It'll be gone in 10 minutes. And so the light levels throughout the broadcast are changing. So that's throwing up a few interesting little issues. If I go out of focus, if I drift in and out of focus, it's not me, it's the camera, just to say that first of all. And if that happens, there's a little trick I have to do where I have to put my finger like that so it can focus and bring it back to me. If you see me doing that during the rehearsal, please don't think I've lost it. I mean, you have to have it first of all to lose it. But anyway, how is everybody? It's lovely to see everybody here. Hello, Julia from Cyprus. Hello, Judith. New studio. In fact, well, it's the same room, Mark. All right, exactly the same room. And as always, you can't see what's just off shot here. You can see the backdrop. You can't see the rest of the room. That's very much a good thing, ladies and gentlemen, because it's just, well, bedlam. But here, right here, in this lovely virtual space, we have the entirety of classical music to enjoy. Speaking of which, can I take this opportunity, whilst we're warming up, and well, it's not even warming up, in this bit of preamble, those of you who sang on that For a Requiem recording, mwah, that was a fantastic job. Well done. Really lovely, lovely singing. I thought the organ playing, well, obviously the organ playing is fantastic. We knew that. Connor, who's the sound engineer, who's a Bristolian, all right, so he lives around here. And just, Connor, if you're watching, I'm not sure you are, but, you know, absolutely amazing mixing job. And, of course, Harry for masterminding it and keeping it all together. Brilliant job, everybody. I was really, really proud of you all and really enjoyed the concert. So thank you, everyone. So lots of lovely people. Oh, Jan's been listening to L'Orfeo. Oh, isn't that just wonderful? Monteverdi is the king of opera, the grandfather of opera, really. And for me, I mean, there's the Coronation of Poppaea, there's Orfeo, and so on. Orfeo is the one. Oh, my goodness. It's the tale of Orpheus in the underworld. And the opening scene where Orpheus is told of Eurydice's death is absolutely mind-meltingly wonderful. So anyway, this got me off track there. Just see the word Orfeo, and I go off on a little wander. So hello Mary, hello Helen and Rosie. Jane has just had a dash around the block before the next deluge. Yes, we're being well and truly laved here in Bristol. Hello Charlotte. You can't believe we've reached the final part of Elijah. It's not quite the final part. Okay, we have 4 movements. We'll be looking at 3 tonight, and then next week. Monday, it's sopranos and altos. Tuesday, tenors and bass. I've just remembered I was supposed to email this to Mark. I haven't done that yet, have I, Mark? Okay, I'll do that. But sopranos, altos on Monday, tenors, basses on Tuesday, and then we'll all be together on the Wednesday and the Thursday before we sing it through on the Friday. Okay, so it's not quite the end. It does feel very near, though. And when you consider how long we've been doing this and how many rehearsals, I mean, I'd be very interested to see some stats at the end of this. I might need to do a bit of maths, how many rehearsals, how many minutes, how many soprano lines sung. It's going to be another one of those moments when, this time next week, thereabouts, when I finish the rehearsal. In fact, this time next week plus an hour, I'll be finishing the tenor and bass rehearsal, and then, a bit like Messiah, I would have taught and sung every note of every chorus part and quartet part in Elijah. That'll be a bit of a moment, won't it, folks? Elijah and Messiah in a year. Cheers. I mean, forgetting little works like Vivaldi's Gloria, I mean, that's just nothing, is it? Anyway. Hello, Jill. You missed me yesterday, going to do it backwards this week. Fair enough. However you want to sing, it's entirely up to you. Oh, it's good to see you, though. Margaret's asking, can we hear the SIC Foray on YouTube? Sure you can. I think it's there. Mark will give you a link. Fabulous. Angie's talking about, would love to sing the Vespers with the SIC. Now, that's really interesting. Are we talking, I think I've missed that. Are we talking about the Monteverdi, or are we talking the Rachmaninoff? In which case the answer is yes to both. My goodness me. I would love to do the Monteverdi Vespers. That's my... Oh, have I? I've just given you a different schedule to the one I showed yesterday. What did I do? All right, Christine. Ignore the one the one I showed yesterday. That's the one. What did I say yesterday? Did I say tenors and basses first and sopranos and altos? Okay. Whatever I said yesterday, that's what we're doing. Okay. Don't rely on me to have it all in my head. I've got too much Mendelssohn clogging up the brain. So please refer to the broadcast yesterday. I will email Mark, as I promised him I would, with the schedule, and he'll send that out in a blast. Please disregard what I just said. We will have sectional rehearsals next week, Monday and Tuesday, and Mark will confirm that with you. Okay. Oh, dear. Fire. Yes, on YouTube, says Mark. Just uploading. Fantastic. Fantastic. That Fire Requiem. My goodness me. I know it's a piece that means so much to so many people. It was my grandmother's favourite piece of choral music, and I can't sing the Liber a Me, which I have been lucky enough to do many times. I can't sing it without getting choked up these days. It's such an incredibly wonderful piece, and the thing I love about Forey's Requiem is he took out all of the fire and brimstone, didn't he? He turned it from a traditional romantic kind of emotional journey from peace through fire to repentance, and he just took all of that out. No need for any fire, no need for a Dies Irae, at least not in the sense of having a huge movement devoted to fire. A little moment of it, and then sweetens it back to sheer delight. It's just heavenly, isn't it? So, lovely stuff. We'll be starting very, very soon. How are we doing? 2 or 3 minutes before we start. And lots of people are talking to Angie about her lovely warm-ups. They are absolutely wonderful. Christine is agreeing to yes to both too. She's sung the Rachmaninoff in St Albans Abbey. Wonderful. I know that abbey very well. My friend Stuart was the organist there for a while, and I sang there for his wedding. That was a great occasion. I think Stuart's currently at Liverpool Cathedral. I have to look him up. Stuart Nicholson, his name, is a fabulous organist. Fire Requiem's a delight. Lots of people agreeing. It definitely is. Elijah at home is a star. Yeah, he is, isn't he? Lots of people wishing Mark welcome back and hope he feels rested and well comforted by pasties and clotted cream. Fabulous. Oh dear. Yeah, and Suzanne's pointing out that Mark seems to have hit the ground running. I think that's fair to say. I think it's actually the hardest part for people like Mark and myself who are self-employed or running our own businesses. The hardest thing is not hitting the ground running. The hardest thing is stopping running. So the fact that he had a week and I barely heard from him with only a couple of... I wouldn't even class those little texts you sent me, Mark, as texts. It's sort of just just your thumb went onto automatic and sent me a text. I barely heard from him all week. He was very, very good. And if Kathy's watching, I just want to confirm that. Mark barely contacted me. He had a full week off. So there. I just know in the past when I've told my wife I'm taking the week off. Honestly, no work, no work. Every time she sees me with my phone. Does that work? No? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting started in just a moment. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your lovely comments. It is so wonderful to see you all. And so lovely to hear from you. So do please continue chatting all the way through the rehearsal. You know, that's a big part of what we do here. But we're going to get started. We're going to be singing some wonderful movements from Mendelssohn's Elijah, oddly enough. And so I'm going to bid you adieu, bid your comments adieu. Thank you very much indeed. And we're going to just fade out. And there we are. Fabulous. So, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 5 p.m. It is time for the soprano rehearsal. And this is a big one, everybody. We have 4 movements remaining, and we're going to get through 3 tonight. That's the plan. Next week, we have 1 movement for each part. And look out for an email from Mark to confirm the days and times of those rehearsals. But really, this is the last big push with just a little bit left over next week. We've been working immensely hard on this fantastic work, and I have to say I'm hugely grateful and very proud of all of you for the hard work that you've put in so far. We are working towards a concert, which is a sing-through on November the 7th. This will be the first time we hear the Fieri Consort's version of Elijah with our very own Ashley Riches singing. Can't wait. I really can't wait for you to hear that and for us to sing along with it. After November the 7th, of course, we will then be in touch with you to arrange the recording of Elijah, where you will sing along with those Fieri tracks, with me conducting, and start to send us in your recording so we can put together your version of Elijah, which we will hear next year. All right, so we have done immensely well. I just wanted to reflect on that. This is 8 weeks. It'll be 9 weeks by the time we're done of wonderful singing, but hard work. So well done, everybody. We are nearly there. Now, the plan for tonight is we'll start very shortly with a warm-up. We'll then sing Then Did Elijah, which is number 38 in our scores. In my free score, that is page 172. We'll follow that with But the Lord, which is number 41. And then the quartet, which is O Come Everyone That Thirsteth, which is page 189 in our scores. Okay. Now, the quartet is optional. You don't have to stay around. If you think, actually, I don't want to sing the quartets, I just want to sing the choruses, then you may want to disappear slightly early tonight. But I want everyone to have the opportunities to sing this gorgeous music. So without any further ado, I think we should get started. Lots to sing through tonight. Can I invite you, please, everybody, to stand up, plant those feet a shoulder's width apart, get that back nice and straight and the neck long, please, everybody, and start to take some deep breaths in and out. In your own time. You know the drill by now. You've been singing with me long enough. Just start to relax and give yourself permission to relax. And while you're at it, give the people either side of you and behind and in front of you permission to relax as well. All right, everybody in the choir, you are allowed to relax, so please, relax. Splendid. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out this wonderful, warm feeling of relaxation. Fantastic. A slightly smug sigh would be entirely appropriate. Let's do that again. Nice deep breath. And breathe out and sigh. Fabulous. Those of you who have just sung the Forêt, in particular, you deserve a good sigh. Now, roll your shoulders around. And then roll them back the other way, just to loosen these muscles a little bit. Of course, if you haven't had a chance to a good warm-up, bring your shoulders up to your ears, then consider pausing the stream and go and doing a decent warm-up. Thank you, everybody. Take a deep breath, and as you breathe out, let your shoulders fall. Splendid. Thank you. Just roll that neck around gently. Fabulous. And just loosen yourselves up. Shake your hands. Just get yourselves ready for a good sing. Okay, so what we'll do a little bit of gentle humming and warm ourselves up. Now we're going to need some pretty big notes. We're going to need some G's and some A flats as we go forward. So we'll warm up in that general direction now. So we'll start with the D. Okay, and can we just hum this note and just keep it nice and long? Breathe whenever you like, keep the sound constant, and off we go, please, sopranos. And deep breath, and lovely. And now can I have an ooh, please? And ooh, splendid. Now an oh, and oh. Fantastic. After me, please. Now, ma, ma, ma. Your turn. Thank you. My turn. Ya, ya, ya. And great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And thank you. Lee, lee, lee. Fantastic. Caw, caw, caw. Thank you. Ya, ya, ya. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And me, me, me. And one more for luck. Ya, ya, ya. Thank you very, very much indeed, sopranos. Now, we haven't quite gone to a G, but we will be approaching those notes very, very shortly. So can I ask you, please, everybody, to turn to page 172. This is number 38. Now, as I've said, if you haven't had a chance to warm up, do consider seriously pausing the stream. Just warm your voices up, because pretty much everything tonight is up in the gods. There's a little bit of low voice stuff, but as these movements are towards the end of Elijah, as you'd expect, Mendelssohn is ramping up the tension, he's ramping up the excitement, and so the pitch is rising of these movements. Okay, this fantastic movement, this is the one with the fiery, fiery chariot and the fiery, fiery horses. And when I chose Elijah, when Mark and I were deciding what we were going to do with this wonderful September-October time, this is the bit that kept playing in my head, the fiery chariot and the fiery horses. So really looking forward to this one. Now we have two bars at the start here of F minor. F minor is a really dark key. Yeah, composers use F minor when they want to make a really bold statement. Okay, now your first 2.5 bars goes, then did Elijah, it goes 3, 4. Then did Elijah the prophet break forth like a fire. Okay, just listen to that on the piano, 3, 4. Okay, now before we sing that, just the last little bit, the like a fire. There's that tritone, like a fire. Can you make sure when you sing it, just like we were singing about the fire the other week, we sing far rather than fire. Okay, I don't want that second syllable. So we go up the arpeggio, up a semitone, and then tritone and down a fifth. Okay, so let's have a go at that a couple of times. Then did Elijah. Ready? 3, 4. Then did Elijah the prophet break forth like a fire. Very, very good. Practice that one. Why do it one more time for luck? Ready? 3, 4. Then did Elijah the prophet break forth like a fire. Excellent. And then his words appeared like burning torches. There's that tritone again. So listen to that. His words appeared. 1, 2, 3. Sing that for me. His words appeared. 1, 2, 3. His words appeared like burning torches. Excellent. And then his words appeared like burning torches, like burning torches, like burning torches. Okay, so let's just quickly look at that before we sing it. You've got his words appeared like burning torches, like burning torches. So musically, that's 3 times singing the same thing. Okay, and then the last one is all C's, like burning torches. Okay, so let's sing that together. His words appeared 3 times the same thing, same thing musically 3 times, and then an octave at the end. Okay, his words appeared. 1, 2, 3. His words appeared like burning torches, like burning torches, like burning torches. Excellent. From the beginning, please, sopranos. Then, ready, after 4, 2, 3, 4. Then did Elijah the prophet break forth like a fire. His words appeared like burning torches. His words appeared like burning torches, like burning torches, like burning torches. Fantastic. Well done. You've probably already gathered this is rather a dramatic movement. Okay, so when you're singing out burning torches, his words appeared like burning torches. Use the b and the t really percussively, really aggressively. Yeah, I want a really, really big sound here. Fabulous. So we're in the middle now of 173. The basses start this mighty kings by him were overthrown. Really, really good little tune here. You're the last part to come in with this, so it's the last 2 bars of 173. And we're going to sing mighty kings by him were overthrown. Okay, so it's just the last 2 bars of 173 going over to the first note of the next page. So it goes 1, 2. Mighty kings by him were overthrown. Okay, sing that for me. 1, 2. Mighty kings by him were overthrown. Excellent. You don't get a chance to rest though, because we carry on. So at the top of 174, starting on the second note, by him. Okay, and so we'll have now the next 2 bars or so. Okay, from by him mighty to overthrown. It goes 1. By him mighty, mighty kings were overthrown. Listen to that on the piano, and 1. Okay, just watch where the dotted rhythms happen. Make sure they're nice and crisp. Okay, by him mighty. 3, 4, 1. By him mighty, mighty kings were overthrown. Excellent. Back to the previous page, please. Mighty Kings, bottom of 173. After 2, 1, 2. Mighty kings by him were overthrown. By him mighty, mighty kings were overthrown. Great job. Well done. Okay, now, he stood on the Mount of Sinai. Okay, this is a really, really tricky one to sing. Sinai, please. He stood on the Mount of Sinai and heard the judgments of the future. Okay, so listen to that again. He stood, it goes 1, 2. He stood on the Mount of Sinai and heard the judgments of the future. Sing with me, please. He stood. 1, 2. He stood on the Mount of Sinai and heard the judgments of the future. One more time for luck. After 1, ready, after 2 rather. 1, 2. He stood on the Mount of Sinai and heard the judgments of the future. Excellent. Well done. Now at the bottom of 174, and in Horeb it's vengeance, and in Horeb it's vengeance, and in Horeb it's vengeance. I'm going to play you these 3 phrases. This is the bottom of 174. And it's 5 and a bit bars. Listen to this. Okay, so it starts after 4. 2, 3, 4. And in Horeb it's vengeance, and in Horeb it's vengeance, and in Horeb it's vengeance. Okay, let's break that down into manageable bites. So first of all, and in Horeb, the first 4 notes. Okay, just down the arpeggio. Sing that for me. 3, 4. And in Horeb. Very nice. And then, from that note, we go up to the E flat, which is the second note of that arpeggio. So it's vengeance and in. Listen to that. The note on and is a semitone higher than you want to make it. So it's vengeance and in. Sing that for me. 3, 4. It's vengeance and in. Okay. And then, Horeb, it's vengeance. Sing that for me, the last bar of 174. 3, 4. Horeb, it's vengeance. And then, and in Horeb, it's vengeance. Ready? 1, 2. And in Horeb, it's vengeance. Okay, so let's put that together, please. How's everybody doing? Sinai, I think. It's a hard one, if I'm honest. I don't like Sinai. Okay, Sinai sounds a bit whiny. Sinai, please. Sinai. Okay, fabulous. So, and in Horeb. Okay, bottom 174. 2, 3, 4. And in Horeb it's vengeance, and in Horeb it's vengeance, and in Horeb it's vengeance. And then the judgments of the future, and in Horeb it's vengeance. Okay, just listen to that on the piano. 175, last bar. 1, 2. Okay, sing that for me. The judgments of the future. 1, 2. The judgments of the future, and in Horeb it's vengeance. Sorry, my fault. One more time for luck. 1, 2. The judgments of the future, and in Horeb it's vengeance. Fantastic. Okay, let's go from the bottom of 174 one more time. And in Horeb. Okay, are we ready? Nice deep breath. 2, 3, 4. And in Horeb it's vengeance, and in Horeb it's vengeance, and in Horeb it's vengeance. The judgments of the future, and in Horeb it's vengeance. Excellent. And obviously we're singing about Horeb, it's vengeance. Lots and lots of, lots of attack there, lots of drama. Okay, there's an amazing bar that follows. I was talking about it yesterday, the organ. And there's an organ part in the orchestral version of Elijah. The organ plays a full C major chord, all stops out. And if you've ever been in a concert hall or a cathedral where this has been performed, it's a moment where everybody wakes up. Whoa, that's a big sound. Okay, big sound. And then at the bottom 175, you get this. And when the Lord, and we respond to the basses. Okay, and when the Lord would take him away to heaven, as the phrase rises, as Elijah is being taken up to heaven, it also sounds like trumpets, doesn't it? So it's 1, 2, 3, and when the Lord would take him away to heaven. And most of the time, including in our performance, that slows down a little bit. Okay, so just be ready for that. Let's sing that. And when the Lord, 1, 2, 3, and when the Lord would take him away to heaven. Excellent. Now, this is the moment. This is the moment. We light the fires. Okay, and this is another one of these amazing just touches that Mendelssohn's put in. We've been in C major for a little bit. Okay, bright. And then suddenly we're in A major, which is a really unexpected sort of mystical shift. And we sing 1, 2. Lo, there came a fiery chariot with fiery horses, and he went by a whirlwind to heaven. Okay, let's break that down into chunks. 1, 2. Lo, there came a fiery chariot. Now notice Mendelssohn. These are Mendelssohn's settings of the words. Fiery chariot. He wants 3 syllables. So lo, there came a fiery chariot. Would you say that for me from lo? 1, 2, lo, there came a fiery chariot. Okay, please be really precise with your rhythm there, okay? Let's sing that together. And it starts quietly, notice, and it gets louder as we go. 1, 2. Lo, there came a fiery chariot with fiery horses. One more time for luck. 1, 2. Lo, there came a fiery chariot with fiery horses. And then, and he went by a whirlwind to heaven. As we ascend the scale, as he is ascending by the whirlwind. So from and he went, 2, 3, 4. And he went by a whirlwind to heaven. Excellent. Now, from the bottom of the page, there came a fiery chariot with fiery horses, and he went by a whirlwind to heaven. Okay, it's the same thing, but he's gone back to C major, and he's just transposed our line. So, there came a fiery chariot. Listen to this. It's the bottom of 176, last bar and a beat. Ready? 3, 4. Okay, let's sing that bit. There came a fiery chariot. And don't forget 3 syllables in fiery. 3, 4. There came a fiery chariot with fiery horses. And then from that note, and he went by a whirlwind to heaven. Okay, now before we sing that, when you're singing up high, you know this, sopranos, the taller you can make your mouth open as you sing the high notes, the better the sound is. Heaven! Drop your jaw nice and tall, please, on that note. And he went by a whirlwind, top of 177, after 4, 2, 3, 4. And he went by a whirlwind to heaven. Thank you. We then drop down to the B flat. We sing the same shape but transposed. So we sing, and he went by a whirlwind to heaven. Sing that for me. This is the middle of 177. 3, 4. And he went by a whirlwind to heaven. Excellent. We then drop down to an A flat. Now, what you might notice if you're reading the music, the first "and he went by a whirlwind" starts on a C. The next one starts on the B flat. Next one starts on an A flat. Okay, that's just to show you that he is moving sequentially. The last bar of 177 with the upbeat is, and he went by a whirlwind. Sing that for me, just that bar. 3, 4. And he went by a whirlwind. And then over the page, he went by a whirlwind. Sing that for me. This is the last note of 177 going into 178. Ready? 3, 4. He went by a whirlwind. Okay, back to the previous page, please. Can we sing from the top of page 177 from the C, and he went by a whirlwind to heaven? And we'll put those all together, and then we've only got a couple of pages to go. Okay, top of 177, and he went. After horses. Ready? 3, 4. And he went by a whirlwind to heaven. And he went by a whirlwind to heaven. And he went by a whirlwind. He went by a whirlwind. Fantastic. Well done. Very well done. Now, I know this is tricky. If you're finding this tricky, then rewind the rehearsal. Use it however you like. All right, but the more you sing it, the easier this one gets. Okay? We then sing, he went by a whirlwind to heaven. Okay, so just listen to that. This is the top of 178, end of the first bar. Literally the last note. He went. So it goes 3, 4. Okay, so let's have a look at that. He went. So it goes 3, 4. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. Fantastic. Sing that with me. He went. 3, 4. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. Well done. Just be careful where you're putting the wind, as it were. Wind to heaven. Okay? Don't want to come in early with the wind, as it were. So after we sung heaven, we then drop down to an E flat and we sing he went by a whirlwind to heaven. This is what it sounds like. So this is middle of 178, second bar in the middle. So it goes 1, 2, 3. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. Listen to that again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's sing that together. He went on 178. It's the third bar of 178 after 3. 1, 2, 3. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. So I made a mistake with the words there. If there's any discrepancy, by the way, if you have any issues with discrepancies between scores, please refer to our free score. Okay, any confusion, we're singing what's on this one. All right, he went one more time. 1, 2, 3. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. Fantastic. Let's move on. We've got one more page. So the basses start a really very dramatic line. He went by whirlwinds to heaven. Then the tenors, they join in, and you and the altos join in on the third. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. Now listen to this scale. He went by a whirlwind. In fact, I won't sing it. I'll play it again. Okay, so let's sing that. So sing, he went by, and he went by. Now, he went by a whirl, and he went by a whirl. My turn. He went by a whirl, and Sorry, my fault. And he went by a whirl. My turn. He went by a whirlwind. And my turn. He went by a whirlwind too. My turn. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. Your turn. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. Well done. Let's do that a couple of times. Just one after the other. And 1. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. And 1. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. I think we got it. Now we drop down an octave. We sing a whirlwind. By a whirlwind went he to heaven. And that's a big dramatic moment. Sing for me, a whirlwind. Bottom of 79, and then we've learnt the piece. Ready? 1, 2. A whirlwind. By a whirlwind went he to heaven. Well done, everybody. Absolutely brilliant. So look, we'll do that twice. As always, once with me singing and playing, and once with me just playing your part. All right? So if you need a drink, I certainly do, get hydrated. Let us have fun with this, okay? So you don't need a note because the orchestra will give it to you. And so, without any further ado, saddle up, folks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then did Elijah the prophet break forth like a fire. His words appeared like burning torches. His words appeared like burning torches, like burning torches, like burning torches. Ready? 1, 2. Mighty kings by him are overthrown. By him mighty kings were overthrown. He stood on the Mount of Sinai and heard the judgments of the future. Deep breath. And in Horeb its vengeance, and in Horeb its vengeance, and in Horeb its vengeance. The judgments of the future, and in Horeb its vengeance. There's the big organ chord, and when the Lord would take him away to heaven, Lord, there came a fiery chariot with fiery horses, and he went by a whirlwind to heaven. There came a fiery chariot with fiery horses, and he went by a whirlwind to heaven. And he went by a whirlwind to heaven. And he went by a whirlwind. He went by a whirlwind. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. He went by a whirlwind to heaven. Breath. He went by whirlwind to heaven, a whirlwind, by a whirlwind went he to heaven. Wow. Fabulous stuff. One more time, I shall play your part. I'm going to turn the piano all the way up. So there's quite a lot going on with the rest of the choir. Have a drink if you need it. Okay, it's a big movement. Okay, no doubt. Okay, so one more time with me playing and conducting and you singing. Have fun. Here we go. absolutely brilliant. Fantastic sopranos. Oh, goodness me. Okay, so we need to move on because there's still quite a lot to do, but well galloped. You can see why that one is one of my absolute favourites. Now, can I ask everybody swiftly, please, to turn to number 41, But the Lord, and this is one of the last three pieces. Elijah has left the building now at this point, everybody, and interestingly, Mendelssohn wanted to finish Elijah at the last movement that we've just sung with an amen, and his collaborator insisted on some reflective music to finish things properly. And I have to say, this is absolutely brilliant, this music here. So we're actually starting on page 184, sopranos. There's a big introduction, tenors and basses sing in close harmony, and then there's this very Bachian sort of rolling river sort of feel. If you've sung St. Matthew Passion, there's a real feel of this. And we come in on page 184, as I've said, in the middle system. But the Lord from the north had raised one. He had raised one who from the rising of the sun. And that's a wonderful moment, but we'll get to that. Let's have a look, please, on page 184. But the Lord from the north had raised one. Okay, so it goes like this. 3, 4. But the Lord from the north hath raised one. He hath raised one. Oh, from the rising of the sun. All right, so let's have a look at that in bits. So first of all, but the Lord, just those first three notes. It's 3, 4. But the Lord with me, and but the Lord, and then from the north hath raised one. After 1 and 1, from the north hath raised one. Excellent. Now this is forte at this point, and we then sing, He hath raised one. After 3, 2, 3, He hath raised one. And then, who from the rising of the sun, with a deeper breath than I took. So from the who, please, last bar and a half of 184. 1, 2, who from the rising of the sun. Excellent. So can we sing, please, from your first entry on 184, sopranos, But the Lord. Start mezzo forte and get louder. 2, 3, 4. But the Lord from the north hath raised one. He hath raised one. Oh, from the rising of the sun. Excellent. Then we sing, shall call upon his name, upon his name. Okay, this is where it gets extraordinarily Handelian, doesn't it? Sounds just like Messiah. All right, I've just realised I've left the piano turned way up. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Many apologies. So, shall call upon his name. Let's sing that together. Top of 185. 2, 3, 4. Shall call upon his name, and then upon his name with me, and upon his name. Lovely. If you could put the M on the next beat. Name. Like that, I'd be very grateful. Let's sing shall call. 185. Ready? 3, 4. Shall call upon his name, upon his name. Excellent. And then call upon his name and come on, princes. Okay, so it climbs. Just be careful where it dots and where the notes are the same. So I'll do that slowly. 2, 3. Call upon his name and come on, princes. Okay, let's sing that together. 2, 3. Call upon his name and come on, princes. Excellent. And then, behold my servant and mine elect. Sing that for me. 1, 2, 3. Behold my servant and mine elect. And then, and mine elect in whom my soul delighteth. Now, before we sing that, the note on sol is 5 beats, so make sure you take a big, big breath to be able to get through that. So, and mine elect in whom my soul, the last 2 bars of 185. 1, 2, 3. And mine elect in whom my soul delighteth. Fabulous. So can we go from the top of 185, please? Shall call upon his name. Okay, straight in. This is a big 1, 2, 3, 4. Shall call upon his name, upon his name. Call upon his name and come on, princes. Behold my servant and mine elect in whom my soul delighteth. Fantastic. Well done, Sops. Have a sip of drink. Rehydrate yourselves, please. I'm doing very, very nicely. A couple of pages left with this one. So then the basses, they sing, on him the Spirit, and then tenors, on him the Spirit. And as this line descends, the Spirit of God rests upon him, almost as if it's a laying on of hands at this point. And so everybody comes in, starting on the C sharp. And so you come in the middle of 186, the altos lead, on him the Spirit, and you sing 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. Okay, so listen to that again. 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. Sing that with me. 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. And then shall rest with me and shall rest. Lovely. Sing the whole phrase from on him. After 2. 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. Shall rest. Excellent. Now remember that rhythm, because it's important, because we then sing 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. Okay, now the long note on rest, well, the first note of rest is 1 beat, but then the second one, the B sharp there, is 4 beats. So be ready to hold that note for a good long while. So that on him, I'll just play it for you one more time from the bottom 186, last 2 bars. It's 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, off. Okay, let's sing that together, please, Sops. On him, after 2. 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. Very, very good. Okay, and then the next line, on him the Spirit of God shall rest, which is about 4 bars. This is what that sounds like. 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. Okay, sounds complicated. I think if we break it down into chunks, though, it's actually not too bad. So let's sing. Top of 187, second bar, on him the Spirit. It goes 1, 2. On him the Spirit. Sing that for me. 1, 2. On him the Spirit. Excellent. And then, of God shall rest. Okay, now before we sing that, the first note of God is 1 beat. The second, which goes over the bar line, is 2 beats. The third note is 2 beats. So it's God. Sing that for me from the top of 187, last word on the top line. After 2. 1, 2. God shall rest. Okay, fabulous. I appreciate that's very, very high. So if you need to sing chest voice or sing an octave down, of course, that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll sing and play for you from the middle of 186. Sing with me if you like, to the top, the middle of 187. Okay, so this is a fairly tricky bit. We'll need a bit of practice. Middle of 186, on him. It goes 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest, shall rest. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. Okay, fabulous. Practice that bit for me, please, Sops. Now, the next section is unison, and we know that when a composer writes in unison, they're making a really strong point, okay? If you write lots of polyphonic music, lots of interweaving lines, it's usually chaos or excitement going on. When you sing chords, that's strong. When you sing unison, it's about as strong a statement as you can make. And so here we sing after 3, 1, 2, 3. The Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of might and of counsel. Okay, we'll leave it there, and we'll pick it up in a minute. The Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of might. Rhythmically, I think that's the hardest thing to get right. So it's 1, 2, 3. The Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of might and of counsel. All right, so that's the rhythm. So this is how it goes. Sing with me if you can, please. 1, 2, 3. The Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of might and of counsel. Very nice. If you can make your mouth nice and tall on these strong sounds, might and counsel, you'll get a better sound. Fabulous. And then from here, the Spirit of knowledge. Okay, we just rise up from the B to the D. Sing that for me. 1, 2, 3. The Spirit of knowledge. Okay, then over the page. And of the fear of the Lord with me, and of the fear of the Lord. Excellent. Then the tenors and basses. Thus saith the Lord, I have raised one from the north. And then you come in on the second beat of that bar, which can throw people slightly, so watch me. And we sing, who from the rising on my name shall call. So the first part we'll go through is the first soprano part, and then the second soprano, because this is where it splits. So it goes 1, who from the rising on my name shall call. Sing that with me, please, first. After 1 and 1. Who from the rising on my name shall call. Fantastic. And second sopranos, it goes 1. Who from the rising on my name shall call. Let's sing that together, please. Seconds. 3, 4, 1. Who from the rising on my name shall call. There we have it. Well done, Sops. Well done. So look, what we'll do, we'll go through this one just the once, because I'm just aware of the time. We still have a quartet to learn. I won't sing and play. We'll just play and conduct along with this one. And bear in mind, the tenors and basses have quite a lot of singing to do. If you haven't had a drink recently, well then, have a drink now, because we're going to start from the beginning of this one. So have fun. Here we go. Scrunchy, says Natalie. Absolutely. Tenors and basses. Churn, sounds like Bach. Here come the altos. Now the tenors. Basses, are you ready, sopranos? And 2. Ready, and 1. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So that is almost all we have time for tonight, everybody, but there is just one more thing. Now, if you aren't up for singing the quartet, then that's absolutely fine, and we will see you on Monday next week, or whenever it's actually, I think it's Tuesday. Look out for an email from Mark, all right, to confirm the details for next week. But those of you who want to learn this one, it is absolutely beautiful. I said last night, Mendelssohn, he knew a huge amount about music history. He was steeped in it. One of the first composers to truly, I think, understand and respect his predecessors and those who came before him. And so when you listen to this, I said it sounds like a moment of Mozart. It sounds actually like the Benedictus from the Requiem. You have a clarinet and bassoon working together. It's absolutely beautiful lyrical lines here. Now, sopranos, you get the lion's share of nice tune. So let's have a little look at this. We're in the key of B flat. And so at the top of 189, your line goes 1, 2. Oh, come everyone that thirsteth, oh, come to the waters, oh, come unto him. Okay, that little title note, that little crush note, you sing that just before, come unto him. Okay, so oh, come everyone that thirsteth. Let's have a look at that. After 2, 1, 2. Oh, come everyone that thirsteth. Sing that for me. 1, 2. Oh, come everyone that thirsteth. Lovely. Sing through the bar line and aim for thirsteth when you sing that one. And then, oh, come to the waters. Oh, come unto him. Sing that for me. 3, 4. Oh, come to the waters. Oh, come unto him. Lovely. Then next bar, it's 1. Oh, come everyone that thirsteth. Sing that for me. And 1. Oh, come everyone that thirsteth. Excellent. Oh, come to him. Oh, come to the war. Actually, well, that's skipping ahead slightly. Let's just sing, oh, come to him. Just sing that for me, please. Last note on the middle line, please. 3, 4. Oh, come to him. Excellent. And then, oh, come to the waters. Come unto him. So let's break that down into manageable chunks. Let's sing Oh Come to the War, okay? Oh come to the war, and oh come to the war. Remember, nice tall mouth and the or sound. Once more for luck. 3, 4. Oh come to the war. And then from war, let's go from the start of the second bar of war. It's waters. Sing that for me. And waters. And then come unto him, and come unto him. Keep that really light. So let's sing that last full phrase of come to the waters, come unto him. on the bottom line of 189, the last note of the first bar there. Oh come. Ready, 2, 3, 4. Oh come to the waters, come unto him. Great. Thank you so much, sopranos. That's one page learnt of a 4-page piece. Over to the next page, please. The alto comes in and, in typical form for this type of music, takes us to the minor key, the relative minor, which is G minor, and we have a little bit of an excursion there with the altos and basses, and then you bring things back to where we first started here, sopranos, middle of 190. Excuse me, have a quick drink. Okay, so we've got, O come, everyone that thirsteth, come ye unto him. Okay, so 3 bars in the middle of 190. It sounds like this. 3, 4. O come, everyone that thirsteth, come ye unto him. All right, let's break that down into chunks. So the first one, O come. Okay. Oh, come, everyone that thirsteth. Sing that for me. 3, 4. Oh, come, everyone that thirsteth. Good. And then, come ye unto him. And come ye unto him. Lovely. So from O come, everyone, middle of 190. 3, 4. Oh, come, everyone that thirsteth, come ye unto him. Excellent. Now, O hear, and your soul shall live forever. Your soul shall live forever. So this is the last line of 190 with the little quaver upbeat. So it goes 3, 4. O hear, and your soul shall live forever. Your soul shall live forever. Isn't that lovely? So it's just listen to that on the piano. Oh, here, 3, 4. Oh, lovely, isn't it? So let's have O hear, and your soul shall live forever. That first half. Have a go at that with me. Ready? 3, 4. Oh, hear, and your soul shall live forever. Lovely. And then your soul shall live forever with me. And your soul shall live forever. Fantastic. Can we go from the middle of 190, please, Sops? Oh, come, everyone that thirsteth. Okay, after 4, deep breath. 3, 4. Oh, come, everyone that thirsteth, come ye unto him. Oh, hear, and your soul shall live forever. Your soul shall live forever. Excellent. And then, oh, hear, and your soul shall live forever. Does that sound familiar? It should, because it's what we just sang. So this is the last note of 190 going over onto 191. So sing me those 2 bars, because it's what we sang earlier on. Oh, here, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here, and your soul shall live forever. And then, because he's Mendelssohn, he's not going to just repeat what we had before. He's going to develop it. So he then sings, Oh, come to the waters. Sing that for me, please. After 4, 3, 4. Oh, come to the waters. And then, Oh, come to the waters. Come unto him. So let's break that down into the high note first. So it is after 1 and 1. Oh, come to the waters. Sing that for me, please. Last 2 notes at the top of 191 and 1. Oh, come to the waters. And then little tail, come unto him. Okay, let's run that all together, please. Let's go from the last note of 190, please. Oh, here. The C to the G. All right, and we're doing really nicely. I think it's only a page to go. Okay, ready? 3, 4. Oh, hear, and your soul shall live forever. Oh, come to the waters. Oh, come to the waters. Come unto him. Then the altos, come to the waters. Tenors, oh, come to the waters. Then basses, oh, come unto him. And then sopranos, our line at the bottom of 191 is after 3, 2, 3. To the waters come, oh, come. All right, so before we break that down into chunks, just watch out. The high note on come is a 2-beat note tied to a 2-beat note tied to a beat and a half. So it's 5.5 beats. Okay, so just bear that in mind. And so it goes 2, 3, to the sorry, my fault. 2, 3, to the waters come, oh, come. Just be careful that that's an E flat there. All right, let's just sing that one more time for luck. Bottom 191. After 3, 2, 3. To the waters come, oh, come. Excellent. And then on to the last page, the last thing we have to do for today's rehearsal. So at the top of the page, it's 1, 2. Oh, come. Sing for me. 1, 2. Oh, come. And then in 192, come everyone that thirsteth. Come, oh, come to him. We'll have 3 and a bit bars. So it goes, come everyone that thirsteth, come, oh, come to him. Okay, so top of 192 after 1 and 1. Come everyone that thirsteth, come, oh, come to him. Let's sing that together one more time. So it's the second bar on 192. After 1, 3, 4, 1. Come everyone that thirsteth, come, oh, come to him. And then, oh, come to the waters, come to him, which is obviously derived from that earlier material that we sang. So let's go from the second line of 192. Oh, come to the waters. After 2, 1, 2. Oh, come to the waters, come to him. And then, oh, come, oh, come. My fault. Sorry, ladies. Sorry. It's late in the day. So let me go back to the last 2 bars of 192. Sorry, last 2 bars in the middle of 192. Oh, come. Let's do that all again. 2, 3. Oh, come. Oh, come. Oh, come to him. Okay, so let's have a look at that now. I've got the notes right. So this is the middle of 192, last bar in the middle there with the upbeat. After 3, 2, 3. Oh, come with me, and oh, come. And then from that note, oh, come. Sing that for me. 2, 3. Oh, come. And then, oh, come to him with me, and oh, come to him. Okay, now I appreciate it's 6 o'clock. If you have to go, I completely understand. We're going to do this one twice. First time I shall sing and play. Second time I shall just play and conduct you. All right, and just enjoy this one. We've had quite a lot of angsty, fairly tense and fiery movements recently. It's just lovely to have something that's a little bit quieter, a little bit more soothing before the last movement. So here we go, everybody. Have fun. If you haven't had a drink anytime soon or anytime recently, please do hydrate yourselves. Okay, here we go. Doesn't it sound like Mozart? Just totally. Here we go. 1, 2.
Oh, come, everyone that thirsteth, oh, come to the waters, oh, come unto him.
1.
Oh, come, everyone that thirsteth, come to him, oh, come to the waters, come unto him.
And then the altos.
Everyone that thirsteth,
Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4.
oh, come, everyone that thirsteth, come ye unto him. Oh, ye, and your soul shall live forever. Your soul shall live forever.
Deep breath.
And your soul shall live forever. Oh, come to the waters. Oh, come to the waters. Come unto him.
And then the alto.
Come to the
Tenor.
waters.
Bass. And
To the waters come, oh, come, everyone that thirsteth, come, oh, come to him, oh, come to the waters, come to him.
2, 3.
Oh, come to him.
Well done, everybody. Splendid. So we'll do that just one more time, folks. And if you can hang around to sing that, I won't sing anything. I will just play and conduct you, and then we will have just the one movement to sing. Of course, if you want to come along and sing with the altos tomorrow, tenors and basses on Thursday and Friday, you are, of course, all very, very welcome to come along to that. And then next week, look out for that email, because next week is all different, because we will be singing all the way through this magnificent work on Wednesday and Thursday, and then, of course, the full thing on Saturday the 7th. So, one more time, everybody, and thank you so much for being here tonight. Mark, it's a huge pleasure to see you, as always, and look forward to a chat at some point soon. So, everybody, one last time, enjoy this quartet. Here we go. Well, everybody, thank you so much. That is the last big soprano rehearsal of Elijah. When I see you next week, Sops on Your Own, it'll be for just a half hour because we have one more movement to learn, just the one. If you find yourself with a couple of minutes this weekend and you just want to listen to that last movement for me, you'd be very, very welcome to. It would be great if we could just throw ourselves at this one next week, tick it off, and then go right back to the start and start singing through. Because there's a lot of notes in this one, folks. You might have noticed. Many congratulations and well done. Some really hard music tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. It is, of course, wonderful to see you. As I've said, if you're around tomorrow, come along and drop in on the alto rehearsal. We always love seeing as many people as possible at the alto rehearsal. In the meantime, have a great week, Sops. Lovely to see you. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.